First things first, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good to hear. So before we get into the music you've been making lately,
Okay.
I'd like to jump back to the beginning. I'm not sure if you have, but because you were 3 when you moved away from the Congo, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a memory when you were very small of the Congo?
Of Congo? Not much. No,
Okay.
not really. Just details, but nothing very specific.
So when you grew up in Belgium, when did you discover that music was something important to you, something that more than just a hobby or?
I don't know. I think my dad used to play a lot of music all the time. Always the same things. Marvin Gaye,
Okay.
Iglesias, and Congolese music.
Okay.
That was it. Nothing else. But yeah, it influenced me for sure. And then my big brothers were all dancers with.
Okay.
I don't know. You remember this band Technotronic? So they used to dance for
Okay,
that band.
okay.
So I was really like, oh, that's cool to be on stage and stuff like that. And then I started working on hip hop a little bit by accident because I was writing poems in my
Okay.
room, and I found out that some people used to do poem on music. So that's how I get to be in hip hop.
Those early poems, what would they be about?
Just life, just emotions, just something very emo, I guess.
Okay. No, but it's very interesting because obviously you thought, well, I need to put this on paper. So do you know why you started writing poems or why?
I don't know. I think I was designing clothes,
Okay.
but my stepmom didn't want me to do that, so she burned out all my sketches and stuff like that. She said, "No, you're not gonna work into this." So I started doing poems. That's all I was like, okay.
And then you say you kind of fell into hip hop. So what was it about hip hop that grabbed your attention?
What grabbed my attention with hip hop is that I say hip hop, and actually it's more some kind of reggae band, ragamuffin band to
Right.
be precise. Tonton David, Daddy Netty, you know, they were talking about situation that I was experiencing myself.
Right.
So I could definitely relate with them, and so that's how I fell in love with this type of music. It's just like was the first time I could listen to music. Then they were talking about people like me.
And then you start making your own music, your own.
Yeah.
So what was it like then to have other people be able to relate to what you were writing or what you were making?
I don't know, because my music is not that popular, so I'm not used to that feeling,
Okay.
to be honest. So I don't know.
Well, I think you're being a little bit modest, but that's okay.
No, I'm just honest. No,
Fair
seriously.
enough. But so then, because then you were in a hip hop group for a
Yeah.
little while, and that fell apart, and then you quit music for a couple of years. Am I right
Yeah.
in saying that?
Yeah, yes, right. Yeah.
Was that a difficult time to quit to not have music in your life?
No, at that time, no.
Okay.
At that time, absolutely not. But if I'm really honest, now is the first time that I don't work on music since my album is finished for like 8 months, 10 months, I don't know. And I'm not working on any new music. It's the first time in my life that I'm not busy with rhymes
Okay.
or thinking about words, just thinking about words. And yeah, it's very strange.
Do you know why?
Yeah, because I stopped doing music. I'm just doing one record. It's gonna be my last one, and yeah. So since then I'm like quite lost.
Okay.
That's the first time I feel lost.
Okay.
Now.
It's not right now.
Yeah, right now.
Okay. But you say 64 Bits and Malachite is your last album, you say?
No, it's the one coming out now.
Oh, the
the
next
one
one
is coming.
Right.
It's a real full
like a full-length
album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it, well, you say you decided to quit music again.
Yeah.
So was that a difficult decision?
No, not that much. Not that much.
How come?
Why I quit music? For several reasons. Because I don't think my work connect or resonate.
Okay.
I think that's the main reason, and I don't have enough. Basically, I think if you have an audience that gives you freedom to do more things, and the fact that I don't have audience doesn't, I don't have freedom to do whatever I want,
Right.
and so whatever I'm doing is always a struggle.
Okay.
I just think about my previous EP, 64 Beats. It's a struggle. It's a long struggle, and everything is complicated because nobody really trusts you because you're not relevant for the
Right.
market.
But so, with that in mind, then, how do you look back at the music that you made on the previous albums? Okay, do you like the music that ended up on the albums?
Yeah, I like it. Of course, there is things I will change or I will do differently, retrospectively. I don't know if you
Yeah.
use that word. And that idea, I will do things differently, of course. But that's what it was for the moment, for the time, and I'm proud of it. But it's just to find a way to make it work.
Can you give me an example of kind of what the struggle would be? Would it be with a label that they want you to do something, or
No, it's not. It's not really label. It's just. I think label don't care. I mean, whatever music you do, they just want to sell. So it's just a simple equation. Just like you just have to sell records, and doesn't matter the genre. And
right?
there is a lot of independent labels that are successful with some bands that don't have radio play or whatever. I think most of the time people are working with management just don't know how to deal with somebody like me and don't know because they're used to this radio thing and I don't really fit in that. Yeah, it's just like I don't do something that have connection with audience. So when you have that, you don't have the freedom. So everything is a fight, and I'm quite tired of fighting all the time to put my project out and to be out there.
But so the album that you finished now, this will be the last one. So
yeah. It's a cool record. I love it.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. So what was it like going through it, knowing that this would be the last album, knowing?
It's even worse than in the past. I just have fun.
Okay.
And yeah, I just had fun with it, and it was one of the best moments I ever had in my life. To be honest, it's like working on this record on my own, me and my engineer Remy, and we were just the two of us, and we were just like, fuck it, we don't care. I'm just gonna do it, and it's a pretty long album. It's like 82 minutes.
Okay.
And this is what it is, and that's the record I wanted to release. So,
yeah, did you know beforehand kind of what you wanted to say on this record?
yeah, everything was already planned out.
So can you share maybe one thing that you thought, okay, I definitely want to talk about this on my last album?
Oh yeah, I think I wanted to have like songs about love, basically, about couple, love situation.
In that sense,
Which is something I never really touched subject and never really went that deep. And in this one, there is basically like 4 songs in a row talking about love.
They often say art is a reflection of or an imitation of life. So was it maybe because you were in love at the time when you wrote the songs, or?
Also,
Okay.
it's a lot of things because it's love songs, but it's just more like a kaleidoscope of all the love emotion you can have. I will describe it more like this.
Okay. That's interesting. Because why you mentioned that you now feel lost a little bit.
No, I just feel lost because Because I'm a social person, because I'm always busy with my, not only with my music, I'm always busy with words. Always, and I can have one word and trying to find like for 4 hours how to deal with this word.
Right.
And it always keeps me busy. If I read something, I take a word and construct around it. I have notes all the time, and it's just a non-stop process. It's just something that you don't stop
Right.
doing. You just connected with words, and it's fun because it, yeah, right. Doing lyrics is something you need to have fun with it.
Right. But so can you see yourself going more into writing and
No,
Okay.
no, because it's another job, and I miss all the fundamental, which is vocabulary, school grammatical structure, and
Right.
how to explain details and narrative parts. And unfortunately, I don't have that baggage. And without that, I don't think you can be a writer in the sense of writing books.
Right. This is gonna sound like a little bit of a weird question, but will you miss playing music?
Yeah, of course. That's
Because
what I'm doing since I'm 15 years old.
Right.
So I never did anything else just for 3 years that we mentioned earlier. Actually, it's my first interview that I'm telling that, so
Okay.
I'm quite surprised.
Okay.
I have zero secret about it. It's just like,
But, yeah, I find this very interesting because well, I listened to your albums and
Yeah.
they sounded quite good to me. And then it's interesting. I've never had a talk with an artist who said, "No, this is going to be the last one."
it's just a matter of being honest with yourself.
Sure.
And yeah, and
Well, let me ask you this then: will you continue making music without putting it out?
no, I think it's useless.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you do music without sharing it, I don't get it.
Okay.
And because music is sharing an emotion, so if you keep it for yourself,
Well, because on a day like today, you will perform, and people will be in the audience, and they'll dance, they'll sing along a little bit. So
Yeah.
what is your experience performing your songs live?
I love it.
Okay.
If I could do that for the rest of my life, I will do it. But again, you need to have a foundation, and I don't have a
Right.
foundation. So
Do you know what you want to do then?
what I want to do, I have zero idea, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So what I know is just I'm gonna release my album in January, which is super far again. Then I think I'm gonna promote that album and tour, and I hope I have a nice tour with it. And yeah, so that give me like 18 months to figure it out.
Fair enough.